When your mind starts to bleed, do you even know how to stop it? I believe you will not walk around with a broken arm untreated. You will not leave your broken leg untreated. But the question is, why are you walking around with emotional wounds, with mind wounds that you've tried to or not try to manage? That is what I want us to think about today. This week it's all about emotional first aid. Emotional first aid. What to do right now when your thoughts spiral out of control, when anxiety is overwhelming you, or when you are overwhelmed through whatever life circumstances that you are facing. I want us to talk a little bit about what I call emotional first aid. When you hear emotional first aid, what pops up into your mind? I understand that you know what first aid is all about. The immediate toolkit that you use when you are injured before you go to maybe the hospital, the pharmacy, to get proper treatment. That is what is called first aid kit. So emotional first aid, I wrote something here, is the practice of applying quick and deliberate techniques to suit your nervous system. You apply quick and deliberate techniques to suit your nervous system, to calm your mental chaos and to keep yourself mentally stable, mentally agile in high pressure, emotionally heavy moments. That is emotional first aid. That is emotional first aid that I want you to always apply. A deliberate technique that will suit your nervous system, that will make your mind to calm in the midst of mental chaos, and it will keep you agile in high pressure situation, in emotionally heavy moments. See, it is not about pretending that you are okay when you're not. See, I have people that when I talk to, how are you doing? The first thing they will say is, I am fine, when obviously they are not. To me, that is not faith. That is a lie. I am not fine, but I will be fine. It is the truth. And that is what I encourage them to say. That is why this emotional first aid is also important. The first thing you need to know whenever you're thinking about this emotional first aid thing is, you don't need to lie about your current situation. It is not about saying you are okay when you are not. It is important that we clear that. You are not pretending that you are okay. This is not a pretense. All right, when you are injured, if your arm is broken, you don't say it is not broken. When you are in obvious pain, we can see it. You're bleeding, man. We can see it. You are in pain. So there is no pretense here. It is about creating a personal toolkit to stabilize your emotional state so you can respond to situations and not react. We just want to give you something that you can use immediately to stabilize your emotional state so that you'll be able to respond coherently, so that you'll be able to respond thoughtfully and not react whenever you are in high pressure situations. So you have to think of it as a mindset EMT kit, a mindset first aid box. Do you understand me? When the pressure hits you, you don't panic, all right? You rely on your emotional first aid box. You rely on your mindset toolkit. You patch yourself up, you breathe, and you move forward with clarity. You move forward with presence. You move forward with confidence. See, these are the key insights that I want you to go with today. These are the things that I want you to put into your emotional first aid box today. Number one, you need to learn how to acknowledge what you are feeling. You have to name it. Before you can tame it, you have to name it. That is the first rule of emotional first aid: acknowledgement. You have to acknowledge it. That's why I said this is not about pretense. It is about the truth. speaking the truth and looking for ways to help yourself be better. First, you have to acknowledge it. That is the first rule of this emotional first aid. You give your feelings a name. I am feeling tensed right now. I am feeling nervous right now. It's important for you to name it. Is it anxiety? All right. Is it fear? Is it disappointment? Is it frustration? Is it embarrassment? All right. You need to name it. Don't let it be like a boogeyman inside your cupboard. Don't let it be like a boogeyman inside your wardrobe. Name it. All right, name the feeling. Neuroscience says that labeling an emotion reduces its intensity. When you say I am afraid, you reduce the intensity, because I think this negative emotion feeds on our embarrassment. They feed on our shame. Many people are scared of even saying they are scared because of how society will judge them. They don't want to look weak. Especially men, you don't want to look weak. If you said, oh, I'm scared right now, you feel it seems the society will judge you as a weak man because you say you were scared. Don't die in silence. All right, don't die in silence. And this cut across all sexes, male and female. Do not die in silence. Name it. Label what you feel. I feel fear right now. I'm embarrassed right now. I'm feeling embarrassed right now. I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I just need the time to settle. Do you understand me? That is what you need to do. Name it before you can tame it. It's important for you to say that. Right now, how do you feel? Right now, how are you thinking? And it's okay to feel that. Right now, I am feeling embarrassed, and it's okay to feel that. Right now, I'm feeling fearful, and it's okay to feel that. Right now, I'm feeling anxious, and it is okay to feel that. So name it before you can control it. If what you don't acknowledge, you cannot solve. So acknowledgement is the first thing that you need to put inside your toolbox. The next thing is you need to breathe. All right, you need to breathe like your brain depends on it. Control your nervous system by controlling your breath. All right, when you're anxious, you see that your blood pumps faster. You feel it in your whole body system is feeling it. You're feeling tense. All right, your breathing is short. Do you understand me? It's short. You're scared. And that is why breath control is another toolkit that you need to learn. Breathe like your brain depends on it, because it does. You need to control the inflow of oxygen into your brain so that your brain will be able to control your overall nervous system. When you are under stress with shallow breath, you know that we have short breath, which signals danger. Where our brain is already in fight and flight mode, it signals danger to the brain. So it's important for you to learn how to flip the script. All right, try what is called the 4-7-8 breathing method. You inhale for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and you exhale for 8 seconds. You inhale and you count to 4, you hold it counting to 7, and you exhale counting to 8. 4-7-8 breathing method. You can try that after this video, or you pause this video right now and try this breathing exercise. It will change your life. 4-7-8 breathing method. You inhale counting to 4, you hold your breath counting to 7, then you exhale counting to 8. That is how you can slow down your breath. That is how you can breathe slowly, breathe well, so that your brain will not think you are in danger. Breathing deeply is the fastest physical reset button for your nervous system. That is the fastest physical reset button that you can click for your overall nervous system. Before you seek help from your coach, before you go to your therapist, or you call your therapist, even if you watch many movies or you've consulted any therapist, if you are on phone with them and you are maybe nervous, you're shouting, you are tense, the way you're speaking very fast, they will say slow down. Every professional therapist or coach will say, hey, slow down. Oh yeah, take a deep breath right now. All right, take a deep breath right now. Why are they doing that? Because that is the fastest physical reset button for your nervous system. You cannot make coherent decision when you are that nervous, when you are that tense. So learn how to breathe, learn how to control your breath using the 4-7-8 method. You breathe in, counting to 4, you hold your breath, counting to 7, and you breathe out, counting to 8. See, there is something called the 90-second rule. Research shows that emotions only emotions only physiologically last for 90 seconds unless we keep fueling them with our thoughts. That means whatever emotions you are feeling, if you don't feed them with your thought process, it only lasts for 1.5 minutes. So the fear you are feeling, I'm not saying when a lion is attacking you, you shouldn't run or here. I'm talking about this mental fear. Something is about to happen. You maybe at work, they are saying they will lay off some people. You are now tensed because you are obviously in debt and you know that you will enter financial crisis. So this thing is there in your mind. I'm talking about those type of mental fears, those type of fears. Psychologists research shows that they last only for 90 seconds. Physiologically, they last for 90 seconds unless we keep thinking about that thing that makes us to feel the emotion. You keep thinking about that thing that embarrassed you. You keep thinking about that thing that frustrates you. You keep thinking about that thing that is making you feel anxious. That makes the emotions to last longer than 90 seconds. But if you allow the emotions to pass through you, you will discover that it only lasts, estimated figure, 90 seconds. You start feeling that, oh, this thing is not as bad as I think it is. So it's important for you to let the wave of emotions pass without feeding it with worst case scenarios in your mind. Without feeding it, you need to let it pass. All right, let it pass. I teach my clients, I always tell them that, see, whenever you are feeling anything, whether it is fear, whether it is anxiety, whether it is embarrassment, whether it is worry, just say that this is passing through me. Anger is passing through me. Fear is passing through me. Anxiety is passing through me. This feeling of embarrassment is passing through me, because it is passing through you. So let the wave of these emotions, let it pass. All right, you need to wait for 90 seconds. Wait, then you act. Learn to wait. All right, whenever you are feeling what you're feeling, control yourself. Wait and let it pass. Not everything that happens to you, not everything that feels urgent deserves instant reaction. Do you understand me? Not everything that feels urgent to your nervous system deserves instant reaction. And as we go this week, it's important for you to subscribe to this channel. All right, subscribe. These episodes are good. Every single week I drop this wisdom. Share it with people. Subscribe. Just turn on the notification button. It won't cost you anything to share this. It won't cost you anything to subscribe to this channel. Just find that button right down there. Yeah, there. Just click it and you have subscribed to this channel. All right, that will help me keep bringing value to you. I've been consistent over the years. I will keep dishing out this value, but I need you to grow this community. So subscribe. So this week, it's important for you to put together an emotional first aid kit. It will help you. You name it, you name your emotions, you label it. That's how you acknowledge what you're facing. Do you understand me? You breathe, all right, control your breath. It will help you, and try as much as possible to let the wave of emotions pass. 90 seconds physiologically, the emotions that you are feeling will dissipate. And this week you need to learn how to interrupt the spiral, the emotional spiral, with movement, with exercise, with micro wins. Whatever you did right that moment or right that day, you need to interrupt anything you are facing with that, and that's where gratitude comes into play. Change your state by changing your motion. Move around. Do you understand me? Go out of that house. All right, get out, take some sunlight, go to your friend's place, go. All right, motion is going to be very important. Stand, stretch, splash water. All right, go under the shower, walk around, do 10 or 50 squats. exercise, make sure you do something, move. Or better still, start writing what you are doing well in your life. All right, clean your desk. That is a small win. Send that mail, send that reply. That is another win. Take control of one small thing in your life today, and you will discover that, oh, things are not as bad as you think that they are. And see, finally, this week, it's important for you to learn how to talk to yourself like someone that you are in love with. And that most of us fail in this. Talk to yourself like someone that you love, like someone that you really, really genuinely care about. See, in moments of emotional overwhelm, our inner dialogue matters the most. When you're feeling down, watch how you speak to yourself. It's very important. Watch what you say to yourself. Most times, the damage is not done by what you say out loud that everybody can hear. It's done in what you are saying to yourself that nobody is even listening to. Nobody is hearing you talk about. But you are constantly maybe talking down on yourself, talking down on things around you. It's important that you don't do this. Watch how you talk to yourself. All right, will you say to a friend what you are telling yourself right now? Will you say that to your son? Will you say that to your daughter? Will you say that to your lover? Will you say that to your friend? What you are saying to yourself in your mind, inside your head right now, will you say it out to another person? It is important for you to watch what you say and talk to yourself like someone that you love. This is, see, when you are in trouble, in quote, when you are in trouble and you feel overwhelmed, you feel anxious, it's important for you to speak reassurance over yourself, not judgment. Because see, you're not weak. All right, you are a human being. You are not weak, and it's important for you to keep reminding yourself that you are not weak. And finally, this week, this is what I want you to go with. It is important for you to know and ask yourself this question: if you had a mental first aid kit, what would you pack in it? If, for example, there is something called a mental first aid kit, an emotional first aid kit, what would you pack inside it? I want you to ask yourself that and start putting those things together. Start building those things right now. Your future self will thank you for it. So you do this particular moment matter. When you're staying calm, you discover that you have something like a superpower when you are able to stay calm even when you're feeling emotionally charged. So put together an emotional and mental first aid kit today. Your future self will thank you for it. Thank you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.